Good morning, YouTube. It's just a fabulous day in Texas today. I just can't believe it. It started off like 50 degrees this morning, nice, and the sun just come up right off early, nice and bright, 50 degrees, nice light breeze, great for running, great for exercising. Just got out early and ran 2 miles, then come back and just done all kinds of good exercises and looked at all the roses and flowers coming out and everything getting so beautiful in the springtime. It's just a marvelous spring, and I'm just so happy about it and so full of energy. Infinite Mind just continues to pour out the energy upon me. I don't know how I could have any more energy. I just the energy just flowing out everywhere, just flooding me constantly, and all kinds of joy and all kinds of creative ideas, and I just am just loving every minute of every day, and it's just so marvelous. And I just feel like that it's going to be a marvelous day today, and I can't wait to get started on that. I can't wait to get started on my journaling this morning. These journals are just so marvelous to be working on every day that it helps you so much to keep up with what Infinite Mind is giving you, and keep up with all the blessings and everything that you have that are happening, and so you can be grateful for those. And I'm so grateful for YouTube and all the wonderful teaching that's going on there, like the Tanya Love show here, which I'm going to watch with my breakfast like I do every morning. I can't wait to hear what she has to say. I know she's always ready to go with some marvelous, miraculous things, and thoughts that just lift you up, and it always gets me started with a lot of happy thoughts, and gets me a lot of things to be excited about and thankful for, and I just always enjoy starting off the morning every day with her. So as I eat my breakfast this morning, I always watch her every morning. I always watch her, and so this morning I'm going to have a nice cup of coffee. I know it's going to be a wonderful cup of wonderful tasting coffee. It's because it's a roast coffee that has the Ganoderma lucidium in it, and it just has a natural. It gives a natural strength and a natural energy and natural health, and it doesn't have the caffeine in it. It doesn't give that nervous stimulant, and you don't have any problem with withdrawal when you stop drinking it, and you don't have the problems with that caffeine as far as jitterness and heart palpitations and all the other things. It just gives you a natural health, and after you've drank it for 2 or 3 months, it increases your overall health and strength in every way. And people have even reported it has healed them of certain sicknesses and illnesses and diseases. And so it's just marvelous. It's a marvelous thing, and I'm excited about it. And I'm going to put this little. It comes in a little K cup like this, and it's a little a brew cup that goes in a little brew cup coffee maker. And so I obtained this little Majo Presto Majo to brew these in, and it works perfectly. It makes a cup at a time, and just perfect. And you pour the water in the top here, and it has a little pump that pumps it down through there, and you just pop the cup down in there. It just pops right in there and clicks right in there, and then you just put it in there and go with it. Pour your water in there and go with it. So I'm gonna listen to see what exciting thing Tanya Love has to say this morning. She's smiling there like she's really ready to go, and I can't wait to hear what she's going to say. I know it's going to be marvelous, and I always get a great kick out of it. It makes me smile. So I'm going to see what she has to say this morning.
One of the things I want to talk about too with that is, like, sometimes I've seen a lot as a healer. I see people, all different types. Like, there's the types that come in and they're exhausted and they've been so off the path for so long, and they're like, Tanya, I need to see you. I need to come to see you for meditation. So they'll come to meditation. They're like, oh God, that felt so good. It's just what I needed. And then I don't see them again for like 3 months. And then they come back, Tanya, I need to see you. Let's do an angel reading. Like, I just feel so emotional. My life's so messed up. We do it. They get guidance to be more centered, to be more consistent to their path. They're gone again. And I see these humans like hummingbirds, and I feel compassion for humans like this because we're so conditioned in our society these days to be in this energy of quick fix. Just like, give it to me, Tanya. We want to go and get someone to just chop 10 pounds off our thighs because we want to lose weight instead of actually work towards that empowerment and empower our body through workouts and how good that feels to work out. And so the same thing applies to the spiritual alignment. People will come in like hummingbirds and they want a little sip of the nectar, a little Tanya magic. And they literally, I have clients that say this, I need some Tanya magic. And I'm like, you can come on in, but I encourage you to stick to the path. And I will tell you 100% truth. Mostly it's women. I do have a few male clients as well that I've seen profound shifts, but typically I seem to be drawing in the female energies and I'm welcoming the men. But I have these women, the ones that come in consistently. They come to yoga and meditation consistently. They work with me in the Empowering Empath. They do the full 6 months. The ones that come and do auric clearings and they're coming consistently. Soul coaching, like Cindy doing soul coaching consistently. The ones who invest some time, some effort, and some energy, and they have patience to the process, I see profound shifts in these humans. I see them leave lives that were of suffering and of struggle and of depression and sickness and toxic relationships to completely empowering themselves, becoming successful in their careers, successful in their relationships, deep sense of self-love. And I say that not to just be like, hey, come and invest a lot of money with Tanya, but to say that because the ones who are going to see the greatest results, you do invest money, you do invest time, you do invest energy and effort. And if you don't want to, and you're always making excuses, that's why your life is staying stagnant and it's not really shifting much because you're not really investing yourself. I had a guy one time do yoga training with me for 3 months, and he would always be making excuses. The first couple of classes, they were great. And then he was making excuse after excuse how he didn't have time. He was out clubbing. He was too busy. He was this, he was that. And I just was patient with him. And one of the days he came in, I looked at him, I said, you know what? I feel that at a soul level, your soul knows how much yoga and meditation will help you and how being dedicated to this and committed to this path will greatly help you bring balance into your life. Yet, I see that your ego side is so in charge of you. It's the one calling all the shots. It's saying, let's go clubbing instead of practice our yoga. It's the one that's saying, you know, I'm too tired and I'm going to go do some other event and be distracted and not show up for my own commitment to my own path. And so I told him, I deeply care about you. I love you, but I don't feel you're ready. And so this is a waste of your time and my time. And I had to release that experience. And he was like, you're right, Tanya, I'm so sorry. And he felt kind of bad. He's like, I feel like I just need to be locked down so that I'll be committed. But really, none of you need to be locked down to be committed. You just need to have commitment. You have to actually care about your own health enough to consistently eat healthy. You have to care about your wellness enough to actually consistently hang out with the spiritually aligned people that you know lift you up. If you're not feeling good, hanging out with all the people at the club getting drunk and you feel like shit every day after, then you got to start recognizing how that is making you feel and how that's actually taking you in the opposite direction of your goal. And I can't make you do that. No matter how magical Tanya is, I cannot make any of you choose that dedication. But I can share very publicly and transparently and truthfully that the ones I see that are having the most successful breakthroughs, they are committed to the path. And this is why I encourage people, don't just come for one healing session. Sign up and get like a soul coaching package. Like commit. It's like going to personal training. You take one personal training session, then you're just out of there. Probably not going to have a great shift. But if you sign up to work with that personal trainer for 3 to 6 months and you have like a plan, you have a certain financial package you want to work on, then you paid for it, you're going to show up. And well, typically, sometimes people still don't show up. But my point is, if you guys put that dedication towards your path and you show up with consistency and dedication, you are going to have profound shifts in your life. And the reason those of you that are suffering, that don't really like your life, it's because you're not really investing in your own dreams. If you start investing in your dreams and you start saying no to the things
So
that are
good.
obligation and guilt, no to the things that make you sick and that make you feel stressed, no to the people who just want to gossip and
Right.
talk trash and bring down your energy, and you start saying yes to the ones who lift you up, who raise your vibration, who inspire you, and you start hanging around those energies, you will start to change your life. Promise you, I see it all the time. But if you don't really want that change and you just like the idea of the change, you're going to be a hummingbird and you're going to go get a sip and then take off and go back to your toxic life. So I'm just going to call it what it is. And I'm going to encourage you guys to have the courage and the commitment to actually show up for your own dreams and to work with those who are there to cheer you on. Because what I see with the women I'm working with, I see amazing transformations happening for these women. And do they have it easy? Not really. Like we talked about that in our Empowering the Empath class when we were talking about clairvoyance one week. That was the class we did where we had a bunch of women show up, and it was all about you need to get to this place where you are open to see what is, not what you wish was there, not what other people wish was there, but to see clearly what's going on and to choose in your empowerment what is best for your well-being and your goodness. And immediately after that class, several of those women were challenged, and they had major life challenges testing them to, are you going to see what is, or are you going to put the blinders on and you're going to keep going in this place, direction that makes you feel not empowered, that makes you feel insecure, that makes you feel like you're not good enough? Or are you going to be like, you know what? I asked to see and I'm seeing, and I'm going to say thank you for what I see, and I'm going to step forward in my power, loving myself the whole time, no matter what other people are choosing. And that is a very empowered choice, but that takes a lot of courage. So I'm not going to ever, underestimate the courage that may be required for all of you to choose that aligned life. I've had to have amazing amounts of courage to be where I'm at today. But I promise you, every step of that courageous path has been worth it. And I love my life today. So it is worth it. Is somebody calling in?
Yes, somebody's calling in.
Woo-hoo. Is it Cindy?
It is.
Is it Cindy?
Yep, it's Cindy. Hi.
Yay! I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
So we're gonna call in the angels to totally support Cindy with love and courage and just speak through her right now. So Cindy, what do you want to share connected to what I'm going on about today?
Well, first of all, I want to talk about, you talked about consistency, and I finally learned that is definitely key.
Absolutely.
Because I was doing a lot of the hummingbird, and I would kind of fall away for a while, and then it was like, I really feel like shit, and this sucks. And I would like to feel that good feeling, constant. Like, I want to feel that as much as possible.
And have you noticed that when you started to be more consistent, have you noticed a change?
Oh, absolutely. My depression has gone away, and I'm starting to see people for who they really are, which has been difficult at times, but I now have the power and the courage to handle those people, whatever, if that means maybe getting rid of them or not being around them as much or whatever the case, or standing up for myself.
That's awesome, and that takes huge courage, but so worth it, yeah?
Oh, absolutely, totally worth it. And I just want to thank you for all of your encouragement and helping to empower me. I really appreciate it, so thank you.
Girl, my absolute pleasure. I adore working with you. You're awesome. So thank you. That's a double thank you back and forth. Win-win.
Yes.
So what did do you want to share anything? Because you and I talked yesterday for like 3 hours. We were doing a class about divination. Do you want to share anything personal, like personal story, or anything that you have a question about with it, or something that you've discovered?
Well, I use tarot cards, and I don't necessarily